Good morning and welcome to episode 1178 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, March 31st, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Pat's got a huge Trump date and much more in the cup of coffee.
Oh, you know it's huge, baby. It's huge, huge.
Oh, yeah. All caps, capital Y especially.
Big news that doesn't matter, probably. But it is big news. So
I saw that it was
huge.
all over the trends. Like everything was about it.
I mean, look, one of the biggest news stories of the year. No doubt about it.
No doubt, for sure. All right. Wes has a story about a cheese spa on deck. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
World's first.
Cheese
World's
spa.
first.
Cheese spa. World's first cheese spa. That's right. It's right up our alley, guys. You're going to like
So
it.
you just like, you get pampered and you eat cheese?
Oh, I got a video to show you. You're going to love it.
Wow. Sounds delightful.
I love it already. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
What a treat. And I've got the Hive 5 to buzz us into the weekend once again. Fantastic submissions. Yeah, I caught up on all the DM requests, guys, and they never disappoint. So we'll get to those.
Oh.
Remember last time it was the guy who had the conspiracy about law schools? Yeah.
Dong Tran Dong.
Yes, that one. Well, this time, not as many conspiracy theorists, but a lot of people angry with us, which is great to joke about. You know,
What's their fucking problem?
Yeah, what's the fucking problem, bro?
a lot of things. You'll see. I think we actually come out smelling pretty good after these ones. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
What
Instagram
gives, though?
DMs are insane. So
Yeah, they are generally pretty insane.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy ones in there. None of these are as crazy as Don Tran, but they are equally as living in their own world. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Don Tran.
Don't forget, everybody, store.hardfactor.com. The Andrew Reid, the Taft, the half pack with Wes. I think he may have already retired that one.
pack is gone.
Oh my goodness, you already missed out. The Eagle, the Good Morning, the Bonus Dog, the Fat Boy Summer Designs of Four Guys, Coconut Sun, and the Circle. Those are all going away. So get them now while you can, because they're going
Guess
in the
what's
vault.
going away today by the end of the show?
What's that?
Bonus Dog.
Oh,
Say goodbye to Bonus Dog.
Everybody act fast. If you need that Bonus Dog to get ready for the summer, get it now.
Oh, no.
Yep. By the end of the show, no more Bonus Dog. Sorry.
Okay.
Wow.
Pretty good shirt. Pull it
Great
up real
shirt.
quick to just
Fantastic
wet your
design,
your
honestly.
appetite.
Yeah, pop it up there.
Yeah, I'm trying. Here we go. There it is.
Wow.
Pop it right up.
That's classy.
Say goodbye. Mark's gonna be really upset about this because he's
Beautiful
the
shirt.
bonus dog guy.
Man, limited time only right now, next hour or so.
That's right.
So might want to do it. Okay, let's just get the news now that we've teased them and made them feel like maybe they need to buy a little bit of FOMO, right? Sales tactic. Let's just get right
Pressure
into it.
sales.
Cup of coffee in the big tank.
All right, guys. Have you been following the Gwyneth Paltrow trial at all?
A little,
No, I hear it's nuts though.
little.
Dude, it's kind of fucking nuts. So it got me thinking. Essentially, Gwyneth Paltrow like crashed into someone, like another rich guy. Two rich people on a ski slope.
We covered it on the show. I think maybe
Right,
we
right.
weren't on the show, but yeah.
Yeah, so she crashed into some guy, and then he sued her for $300K.
Right. Yeah. So but it was very basic at the time. But the trial
Much
seems
like
to
Gwyneth
be,
Paltrow.
Yes. But the trial seems to be very entertaining. Like, didn't he compare her to Epstein? I saw that headline.
It was so much. If you haven't, I highly recommend you go back and watch some of the highlights of this thing. It's very memeable. There's like memes all day. Her security team tried to bring treats to the bailiffs, which is like way against, I don't know, rules of the court. Paltrow's just seriously out of touch. And this guy who she, I guess, crashed into and caused serious injury towards also is pretty out of touch. It was pretty awesome. She won, though. She won. That's
she
the
did.
news.
Even dressed like Jeffrey Dahmer, which is weird.
Well, she had the Dahmer glasses. I kind of take issue with that when people are like, she's dressed like Dahmer just because she had some sick big glasses on.
But wasn't that the look like she was going for, kind of?
I mean, she was
She was
going
going for
a
like
look.
female Dahmer.
I mean, how do you know that? Like, how do
Because
you
she was
know?
wearing the glasses, like the 70s glasses.
I guess.
That's just
I
her
guess.
style.
Like Pat's Dahmer glasses.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. They're like
yeah.
my Dahmer
Pat, I know
glasses.
she ripped your style, but
Dude, here's my thing. The glasses were big. Big glasses were big in the 70s. That was just the deal. And
I know,
and
but
one
she's
guy,
a defendant. She's a defendant in court. It's not like she's doing a podcast like you.
Look, it's like the Hitler mustache. You can't wear those if you don't want to be associated with that. Don't have a Hitler.
You
Don't
can't
have
wear
mustache.
'em-
Looks like Hitler.
You can't wear
You
them
don't
in
want to be
court when
associated
you're
with
sitting
Dahmer.
at the
Don't wear
table.
Dahmer glasses. Sorry.
Right.
it's a bit of a stretch, I think. But
I
yeah,
don't
okay,
know.
It's exactly the same, actually.
Put up a side by side of them behind the defendant's table. You know, it's
okay. All right. The guy broke four ribs. He says he got a concussion. I don't know, man. Who knows?
But she won. Basically, they were saying it's frivolous.
She won.
I guess.
She won. I who knows? But she won. That's all you need to know. My thing is this: the cool and big takeaway is we have more of these to look forward to, right? You think about like going back to OJ, okay? Murder,
Celebrity
not
trials,
cool,
yeah.
not cool. Huge trial. Electric television. Right now, judges are green-lighting cameras in the courtroom all day long. This guy, when he sued back in 2016, he had no idea that he was going to create fantastic, almost unrivaled television entertainment that was given to us by the Paltrow trial. And I'm excited to have more of these. Like, it's some of the best. It's like the
Well, we
best.
had
time
the
of year.
depth too.
Yeah,
We had
that
the depth
was
too.
amazing.
So,
It's just amazing. So get out there and sue a celebrity. That's what I got to say, please, because it's just fun, man.
Well, isn't are we going to be able to see the Baldwin trial?
dude?
Right?
Let's see.
Whoa.
Will Baldwin trial be televised?
It better.
Yeah,
be.
that's going to be some must see TV.
I mean, Alec Baldwin's. Court TV
I feel
has
like
a
it's
page.
gotta be. It's
Yeah,
gotta
I
be.
assume
Yes,
so.
Court TV.
If Depp was televised, I feel
That's
like
going to be
Baldwin's-
bananas. Yeah. Also,
I'm
though, a
telling
death,
you.
so it'll be sad like the OJ one.
Sad,
But
right?
yeah.
But dude, it's such good television, and it draws such good ratings that I would not be surprised if Court TV starts under the table, kind of funding some of these lawsuits.
oh, of
against
course, dude.
celebs.
Oh, the OJ trial made like what the Kardashian family, Judge Ito, like all those
Made
people were
everyone.
huge stars. Yeah.
It made them all.
Cochran. Yeah.
Cochran, forget about it. F. Lee Bailey, forget about it. Martha
If the
Clark,
glove does not
Marsha
fit,
Clark,
you must acquit.
forget about it. Anyway, okay. I love those trials. Let's move on here. Just get through some routine news. Let's see. Mass shootings, real quick. 7 people were shot overnight at Privy Restaurant in Memphis. 1 dead, 4 shot after a quote active shooter incident. That was in. So that's 2 separate ones. That's 1 in Memphis and then 1 in Rowan County, Rawone. Only 1 dead there. And then, what else we got
good.
mass shooting wise? Oh, let's see. We had a whole rack of comedians pulling hilarious pranks all around the country with fake active shooter prank phone calls.
Yeah, that was huge the
really?
other day. Yeah,
It's
right
still
after
going
the
down.
Nashville thing. Yeah. Crazy. Terrible.
All week, guys. Funny pranksters. The phone calls have been shutting down schools and really breaking the tension felt by school students everywhere with a
Right.
very funny and well-timed prank. So there were about 7 calls to Albany, New York area schools. And then over in Pennsylvania, Allegheny County 911 received 3 calls reporting school shootings. There were 2 in Blair County, Pennsylvania, about a dozen or so throughout the rest of the state of Pennsylvania. And according to officials, they were computer-generated calls, like robocalls, from, get this, California, right? Figures, right? Absolutely.
Whoa. Okay, so wait. You're telling me
Like,
these are
I'm
like
going to
AI calls?
Shoot
Yeah.
up the school.
Yeah, well, it's something
am.
like that. Yeah, someone's using a robocaller, but it doesn't sound like that anymore, Wes. It's like, hi,
Yeah, I know.
and then they
I
give
know.
a break.
It sounds like a real person.
It could be totally AI generated.
Yeah.
Completely. Like even.
Hey, loser,
Whoa.
you're behind on your debts, and
That's fucked
there's an active shooting going on at so-and-so middle school.
One of those fooled me so good one time that I cursed out a real person. Like I thought it was a
Oh, you
fake.
like yeah.
I
you
thought it was a fake message, and I was like, "Why don't you go fuck yourself?" And he's like, "Whoa, sorry, just
Well, you never know. It could be an AI now. You could just be talking to a computer and it acts like
That's
it's
true.
It's insulted.
I did the same thing, Wes, when I thought it was a con. And I was having a bad day because normally it's
Yeah.
not worth your time, but I just was like, you know what, man, fuck you. And the
Yeah.
guy goes, fuck me. Fuck you. And that's how you know it's a con. And
Oh,
he
they
was
get the
like,
con artists get filled. They'll
Oh, they
call
get
you.
so
They get
angry,
so
yeah.
pissed.
I was like, "Where you at? Where you at? I'm gonna come fucking find you." He goes, "Pull up, motherfucker. Pull up, then. Pull
Go
up."
silent, then they go dark. Yeah, because
Then I got
I was
scared and
committing
hung
a
up.
crime.
Fuck your mother.
I don't want to pull up
Fuck
on
your
this
mother.
guy. Fuck your mother.
Fuck your mother.
It's a thing. You know, it's a great way to test and see if it's a con. But yeah, these were robocalls. Someone was using a robocaller, so they were prank calling. They were prank calling with technology, and just the exponential hilarity ensued. According to the FBI, multiple other schools in 11 other states got calls. And
Do they have leads on who set this thing up?
I'm sure they're gonna
automated
figure it out,
call.
man. It's a lot.
Man, they got to.
It's a fuck ton. So many automated
fucked up.
calls. Not cool. Not
especially in the wake of what happened, and everybody's going nuts. Like, still, like it's just wow, bad timing on all.
Oh,
of that.
dude,
Good
I
lord.
sent you guys a text. My sister sent to me a screenshot of a text from my niece to my sister. They go to school in Knoxville, and
Right.
essentially there was like either a hoax or a suspected active shooter, and it was like my 12-year-old niece texting my sister like, "I'm so scared, Mom," and I was like, "Oh my god, dude,
Jesus.
yeah,
fucking
it's
horrible,
fucking
dude.
insane.
It's fucking horrible." I don't know.
And so people
anyway, guys,
doing hoaxes, man, they're giving people PTSD. It's
It's true, dude. It's true. It's absolutely true. We never had that. That's one thing I was thinking about. Like, there was no context in school for us of like actual potential death. Just didn't exist.
The worst thing we had was the DC sniper when we were in high school. When we were all
Mm-hmm.
in high school around in Northern Virginia in
I was
that
in
era.
college by
Yeah.
then.
Oh,
Well, you were
was that
around,
like,
right?
Wes?
Were you at Mason? So,
No, I was at Kentucky.
oh, okay. So you dodged that one.
It was
yeah,
sweet
people were
year in
like-
Kentucky.
That was more of like that wasn't a school thing though. The school thing is insane. Like the school shootings, like it can't be like this where it's taking off. Just in school shootings are so common. And then people are
Right.
hoaxing it to the point where you believe it because it happens so frequently. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, what do you think the punishment should be for a hoaxer?
For that, 10 years in prison.
10 years in prison?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in for that, guys.
It's got to be
let's
a
move-
big federal crime to do that.
It's got to be a huge crime. Yeah, but
Cross
finally,
state
a light.
lines. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's federal all day long. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Finally, guys, a lighter story related to a problem that our lawmakers are in their 23rd year of letting work itself out. Forsyth Technical Community College near Winston-Salem, North Carolina, they were locked down as well on Thursday after reports of an active shooter. But in a turn of events, almost as hilarious as fake active shooter robocalls, turns out it wasn't an active shooter situation. It was actually just an 18-year-old student who went to the JUCO who suffered a, quote, non-life-threatening self-inflicted gunshot wound to the hand, which, if you read between the lines, means that this freshman was wildly unprepared for a standardized test that made up probably a significant portion of his grade. I mean, you got to give it to the kid, right?
Oh, you think he shot his hand to get out of the test?
To get out of a test.
Can't take the test, teach. Got
It's
this
either
hole
that
in
or
my hand.
it's either that or a Plaxico Burress situation. But
Could be a Plaxico. Well, it said I mean, I guess would you call Plaxico Burress as?
oh yeah, it was self-inflicted. He shot
self-inflicted?
himself in the leg because his gun was in his pants and it
When
went
you're a
off.
dummy,
yeah.
it's self-inflicted.
I guess that is true.
Accidental discharges do happen. I mean,
I feel like they would have called it an accidental discharge, not self-inflicted.
they didn't want to embarrass him, maybe, but now it sounds like he tried to hurt himself or get out of a test, as you said. Yeah.
Right. I mean, there was not a lot of details, so I just kind of took some liberties. I assume. I mean, what else would have been the explanation?
Was it
there?
a technical college, you said?
It was, it was a junior college, community college, technical college.
And if you're shooting your finger off to get out of junior college tests, you just need to give up. Just stop going to school.
JUCO's got to have a higher rate of that, though. You know,
A lot of stress, man.
Yeah. Just give it up.
I mean, the pressure's higher, honestly, than a four-year university. Because, like, you got to do well in JUCO if you want to level up. You can, fart around at four-year universities. Once you're in, you can kind of fuck off, and you got a million opportunities. Yeah, not good. Guys, let's talk about. Yeah, we're gonna find out what happened to the kid. I'm sorry. If like he's depressed and something, and he was too big of a pussy to kill himself, shot his hand. Like I'm sorry. Anyway.
I know. I don't think. I think that's no. I don't. You wouldn't shoot a hand in that situation, right?
Especially because most of your curriculum is shop class. There probably you don't
right. There's something else going on. Yeah.
Catalytic converters. Yeah.
Exactly. Guys, let's talk international news. We have a really positive update for fans of Russia and North Korea, and also comedy. It turns out, guys, that Russia is sending a delegation to North Korea to offer food in exchange for weapons. This according to the U.S. National Security spokesman John Kirby. That's right. You got the hungriest country in the world trading the worst weapons in the world with a country that used to be the hungriest in the world to fight Ukraine. I mean, what's your take on this, guys?
Well, I think Russia needs weapons. We were covering yesterday.
Yeah, no shit. They're going to fucking North Korea for them. That's
Right.
That's the last guy you want to hit up for weapons.
So like, I guess the U.S. had told China, like, hey, you better not supply Russia with any weapons. And then China shipped them, quote unquote, hunting rifles, but it also included like body armor and shit. So like AKs and body armor. And it's not, I guess it's not surprising that they're going to China's buddy, North Korea, also like, hey, weapons.
Yeah,
we're out of them.
Do you think that things have really turned around since November of last year when the cutting-edge military power, that is the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, test fired a couple intercontinental ballistic missiles that ended up like, do you remember this? Like this?
Did the missile launch Wednesday morning near the eastern city of Wonsan. But just seconds after taking off, the rocket exploded in mid-air.
What name?
I mean, come on, dude.
Are they going after rockets, or are they going after like just guns?
No, they're probably just getting guns and shit.
Anything, bro.
Anything they can get. They're running low on artillery.
Yeah.
Well, that's what that Wagner group. Remember, the Wagner group was saying, because they were in that big battle in Ukraine, and then the Kremlin didn't ship them weapons, and they were like, "We're being left out to dry here. The Kremlin's trying to like frame us." But I guess it's probably just because they don't have any fucking weapons. Now they're begging North Korea. They got China shipping them guns. So
begging North Korea for weapons is low, dude. It's like
it's low.
It's like
it's dire straits. Yeah,
it's like if you ever been in a relationship with a lady that thought you were like a poor piece of shit or a deadbeat who always borrowed money and then broke up with you, and then you got into a jam, right? Like a jam that you couldn't get out of, so you had to go back to your ex-girlfriend and ask for cash. Like it's that low, bro. Like it is hangdog low.
It's probably even lower than that. It's not even going back to your ex. It's going back to somebody that like your ex warned you about that is bad news, and it's like getting into a drug debt with somebody.
Yeah, it's like the weed dealer that has all the seeds. And you just can't find anything else, so you got to go back.
Oh, seeds, huh? Yeah, man, you can actually plant those when you're done with the bag. So you're welcome. No, it's like the Washington Commanders and the Jacksonville Jaguars doing a trade. Like it's horrible, man. If you're in Ukraine, you got to be stoked to hear this. Just like those guys need a good laugh. They're getting the weapons from where?
Oh, that's a chuckle.
Okay.
That's a big time chuckle in the barracks. Yeah.
The North Koreans will be enjoying some borscht.
Yeah,
guys.
I mean, it would be nice. It would be nice. We'll see what happens. Like, because did you see Australian Parliament walked out on Zelensky? That was
I didn't
nuts.
see that.
And then he was giving a speech and a bunch of them walked out. And then Xi's going over to Ukraine. Maybe there's a peace talk.
What's he doing there?
A peace talk. Hopefully, Zelensky invited him. So hopefully, I hope that like for the Ukrainians' sake, they don't have to keep laughing in the barracks at Russia's misfortune while they attack them. That's
pretty embarrassing. I mean, this is the equivalent of like the test bobsled that the Jamaican bobsled team used in the 1990s through Winter Olympics. Remember?
Yeah.
Fell apart.
Calls in qualify.
Yeah, exactly.
He calls in John Candy to fix the situation.
Oh, such a great movie. You know what? Like, as I've been meaning to do this, haven't done it, but we need to have my buddy Tommy Swerdlow on the show, who wrote that movie Cool Runnings, high on heroin. Famously, he was just a total junkie in the 90s and cranked out gems like Cool Runnings, Little Giants, Snow Dogs.
Oh wow.
That's awesome. all well fiending.
I love Little Giants.
It's fucking great, bro. Movie. Icebox, Devin Sawa. Come on.
Movie. I watched Nothing But Trouble last night too, with Cam, the John Candy.
Yeah, man.
You've seen that one?
Tupac's big screen debut.
Tupac is in there, yeah. That's a weird movie.
Demi Moore. I remember reading about fucking Dan Aykroyd with the dick nose.
Yeah, the dick nose is awesome.
It's a cool concept, that movie, right? Like they make a wrong turn and end up in like a junkyard kind of thing.
Vulcanvania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen it. I gotta watch this.
Oh, you gotta watch it. It's crazy.
It's not a classic, but it's
a cult classic for sure.
I feel like I read that something happened on that movie that made it feel really disjointed. Like maybe like I forget. It was like
The whole
a
thing
bad
was
script
disjointed.
or-
It was a wild. It was like a fun house fuckery crazy movie. It was weird.
Yeah,
But
if
I
nothing else, it's worth it.
Oh,
For just
this one where
Tupac.
Dan Aykroyd. Right now, I get it. Yeah,
Debo
okay,
Lil
yeah.
Double.
You guys want to get to the biggest news story of the year?
I guess so. Fuck it.
Should we just jump right in?
The cream of the crop!
Okay.
Ooh, I got one. Guys, for the first time ever, a former president of the United States has been or will be indicted on felony charges, no less. Yeah, not good. On Thursday, a Manhattan grand jury voted to indict Donald J. Trump for the paying of hush money to Stormy Daniels, who's the star of such films as Toxic Cumload 6, Swallow the Leader, Meat Loving MILFs, Jack into Jill, Young and Anal 1, Make Those Big Boobs Bounce,
That
Baby's
was
Got
Trump's
Rack.
favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Love
big
that.
one. Well, hold on, you haven't heard them all. Baby's Got Rack, Big Boobs is My Weakness, Bury the Penis, Butts and Sluts, Hung Jury, Pussy Sweat, Take It to the Balls, and The 40-Year-Old Virgin. The indictment, guys, is sealed, but the charges are related to the $130,000 that Trump directed his attorney, Michael Cohen, to pay to Stormy Daniels to make sure she kept her big mouth shut about the time she banged the soon-to-be president of the United States, which was a situation where life imitated art, with the liaison rumored to be very similar in nature to Stormy's performances in such films as Super Tits, Welcome to Tuna Town, Her Cup Runneth Over, Auto Suck, Count Racula, and The Vagina Code. And if you want to go one level deeper into the Matrix, it's actually a situation where life imitates art imitating life, as depicted in Daniels' films such as Grabbing Pussy with Stormy Daniels, Stormy Trumps All, and Stuff Her Ballot Box. But look, it's not about Stormy. It's about Trump, guys. And the charges are related to falsifying records and categorizing them as legal expenses because they were paid to Trump's attorney, Michael Cohen. But as we've mentioned before on the show, Cohen is claiming he fronted the cash, and he never got
didn't
paid
get
back by
paid.
Trump. Right.
Right. So he paid off a porn star to shut her up. That's what happened, and he lied about it. Right.
An actress of such films as
Balls.
No, I mean-
all the way to the balls.
All the Way to the Balls. Send it to the
I mean, like,
balls.
wasn't this pretty apparent that this all happened like years ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's been going on for 7 years now. This is
But the Dems like to attack that Trump at least once every 6 months or something. So this is
mean,
It's like a scheduled thing.
and it's timing because he's leading the polls in the Republican primaries. I mean it's a political thing. It's got to be.
I mean, you call it the Dems. I mean, technically, the district attorney of Manhattan, it's an elected position, and this guy's a Democrat. I
He's
don't know
not
if it
owned
is.
by Soros.
Well, that's what Trump is saying in his response. But like, do you know? I mean, that's just stir up controversy bullshit.
I mean,
he's a
he
Demo- I
did
think
push
he's
to
a
get a
Demo-
lot of those DA's jobs, right? But I mean, is it going to stick? I guess is my question, right? Because like, you can indict and you can do all this stuff, but is he going to argue it down or is he going to get convicted? Otherwise, because he's being indicted. There's the first ex-president ever to be indicted. Okay,
Well, that's not exactly true, and we're going to get to that. But yes,
Okay.
at this level, absolutely.
but is there a conviction coming? I guess. Is the
Okay, so
bigger
here's the
But this
thing
thing
to
got
know.
thrown out. It got thrown out in so many courts. It got thrown out by a number of like other, I guess, DAs or whatever, or not followed through with. It's probably going to get thrown out eventually. He's not going to do any jail time. It's just a fucking political tactic.
Well, let me educate you here, Wes. It's not going to get thrown out because it didn't just get charged; it went to a grand jury. So, a grand jury, if you don't know, effectively is a group of like jurors, right? Closed door proceedings.
Right, they
They
review
hear
the
the facts
evidence.
in like a mock trial. Like, here's the evidence, and then they say, okay, is there something here or not? These people did vote to indict. So, I imagine that a trial will take place. They wouldn't go through this situation without.
Can't
taking
it
it
get
to
thrown
trial.
out in like appeals court or something?
Appeals court would be afterwards. Yeah.
after the
I-
ruling, right?
I see it going forward. According to the New York Times, Mr. Bragg, who's the DA, and his lawyers will attempt to. This is pretty interesting wording here. I was kind of shocked when I read it. Mr. Bragg and his lawyers will likely attempt to negotiate Mr. Trump's surrender.
Yeah.
If he agrees to it, it will raise the prospect of a former president with the Secret Service in tow being photographed and fingerprinted in the bowels of a New York State courthouse.
He's got to get a mugshot too, fingerprints.
Yes, so guys, a couple quick notes here. A mugshot is coming. Trump will pose for a mugshot, which, guys, we promise will be on a shirt in some way, shape, or form just as quickly as we possibly can.
But yeah. To Wes's point, like,
because what a mugshot that's going to be.
I know, but isn't that just going to be
awesome.
a huge? Isn't that just going to be a huge hit for Trump? Like, he's going to have the mugshot, and then if he argues his way out of it, or it gets thrown out, or he just like settles for some type of like payment, isn't that just going to be a
This
big
is
shot in
fodder.
the arm for his
This is-
campaign?
This is huge fodder for him. It's going to be great for him, in my opinion.
I would say in any other scenario, yes, but I'll be honest with you. I feel like he's lost his hold. But like you can never count Trump out. That's true. But like I feel like
But giving him the mugshot T-shirts and
it doesn't help. It doesn't help him not being
it helps
elected.
him.
Yeah,
Oh,
it helps
Witch hunt,
undoubtedly.
they're after me. You gotta help save the country from these people. They're after me. I mean, that's like his whole like, that's
It
just
helps
kinda
him.
what- yeah, it's a
Yeah.
shtick, and he loves that shtick, and it was successful for him before, and this is just adding to that shtick.
Right. So
I
like
don't
if he gets off, right, or if he doesn't have to do
It's a
any type
stupid
of time
charge.
or whatever, it just seems like it only really helps him in terms of his pursuit of getting back to the Oval Office. It helps him in the Republican primary. Right?
It only helps him. It doesn't hurt him. There's no doubt about that.
Because everybody already knows about the Stormy shit. So it's like
Right. It definitely helps him. But I don't think it can. In my opinion, I don't think it can be helped. I think that his people, the base, they're
not in the
over it.
general election. He doesn't care about that. He wants to get the Republican nomination.
Right.
I think he just wants to get the chance to be in the general again. So this is more about increasing his odds of winning the Republican nomination, which I think it probably does.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, it's
This
very
plus the
interesting.
Disney stuff where DeSantis got duped by Disney's lawyers.
And DeSantis is already kind of rallying behind him, saying that he wouldn't extradite him if he didn't turn himself in, and it's bullshit. So now he's kind of got like the support from DeSantis inadvertently through this whole thing, even though they're kind of at war of words right now with the primary. But it kind of helps him in that aspect. It's like, look, DeSantis is even standing up for him. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
DeSantis is doing a pretty interesting thing. So like DeSantis came out initially, right? Like his welcome to the party kind of campaign video. It was like a commercial. It was essentially having his kids be like, build that wall, like essentially invoking Trumpism. So that's what introduced him. And then he immediately started shifting. And he recently like took a jab at Trump. He was like, look, I don't know what it's like to pay a porn star. Okay. I don't know. That's not me. Okay. That's for other guys. But right. But I'm going to toe the line.
They're in a race against each other, essentially.
Exactly.
I mean, they're the two front runners. That's just
Right.
That fucking DeSantis might end up being his VP. Who knows?
You know what I
Or
think
the
is
other way around. I don't know.
is funny
Well,
is
the other way around, but-
he still is
Trump
not
Biden 2.0 is going to be
Get these
makes
guys
me
out of here.
makes me want to vomit just thinking about it.
Get these guys out of here. If he had come up with a better nickname for DeSantis, things would be very different. But he just hasn't
Yeah,
yet.
the sanctimonious. is
The
terrible.
sanctimonious.
Meatball Ron, come on, you're better than
Horrible.
that. Anyway,
What's
guys,
Eric pulling up in the thing here?
let's see.
Hang on.
Stormy Daniels
Oh,
says,
Stormy.
"Thank you to everyone for your love, your support and love. I have so many messages coming in that I cannot respond. Also, don't want to spill my champagne. Hashtag Team Stormy. Merch / autographs or orders are pouring in too. Thank you for that as well. But allow a few extra days for shipment. I like Stormy's the big winner in this situation.
Right. Stormy's a huge winner. Also, I didn't understand the champagne thing. Why? Okay. Yeah, I get he's going to take a mugshot, but what does
take
that
it
do? What I don't understand why this is considered.
She hates
a
Trump.
victory.
That's her champagne.
No, I know, but it trended with like 300,000 tweets of people posting pics of them drinking champagne for this. And it's like, yeah, but it's not going to do anything, probably. So what's there to celebrate?
I don't know. I have no idea, guys.
Imagine this: Stormy Daniels, Donald Trump dancing with the stars one day. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be great.
Team.
The only problem
And
is
Joe Biden in there, AOC and Joe Biden or something. Like,
There you go. Except Trump and Biden will be dead because they're old
Yeah, they
as
gotta
fuck.
have to get there soon. But
Yes,
yeah,
guys. A
they'd
couple
have,
quick
like,
notes.
next season.
These charges do not legally bar Trump from running for president, nor would they if he was convicted. So just an FYI, doesn't hurt him in that respect. From a technical perspective, the indictment is sealed. Okay, so all we know so far is what we said in terms of it being a misclassification of expenses. It's a sealed indictment, so there might be more there. Stay tuned. Trump will post for a mugshot. As we said, this is interesting. Trump will be the first president to be arrested since. Anyone want to guess?
Richard Nixon.
Anyone want to guess? Nixon was the closest second, but no, he was not arrested because he was pardoned before he would have been arrested.
No,
Andrew Jackson.
Should have been, but close. Ulysses S. Grant, guys.
Why was he arrested?
Going too fast on his horse. The 18th president, guys, was pulled over by a police officer in 1876.
He was a drinker too.
Oh, big time. No doubt. If they had breathalyzers back then, it would have been.
Oh, he would have been fucked.
Yeah, driving while horsing, driving while riding, or drunk while whatever. Guys, in 1876, a police officer, William West, pulled him over, telling him, quote, "Duty is duty, sir, and I will have to place you under arrest." A mother and child apparently were injured by Grant and his speedy ways. Police discovered that Grant, I guess, was arrested amongst.
Well, he was hammered. So
the group of riders, it was a bunch of cats, all just tooling around. Grant was reportedly a notorious speed demon who'd been warned about his speed quite a bit before, and claimed that he didn't know that he was going too fast. I guess it was the second time he was caught racing around the roads in the Capitol, and he paid a $20 fine to get off. And he was gone.
Oh, yeah. If you're the president and you got a horse on the cat, you don't give a. That's like the moment of your life.
And Grant's presidency too. I mean, like he was coming off a Civil War win. That guy wasn't worried about anything. He was all good. He was just getting hammered and riding his horse all day.
I'm gonna ride my horse, thank you.
I do appreciate William West, the police officer. Like, you got to do your job, man. You got to do your job as a cop. People break the law. No one's above the law. Trump did respond on Truth Social. Well, here's how it was going with Trump. Before the indictment was announced, it was a "give me money" post, obviously. Then the indictment was announced, and it was an official post from the 45th president of the United States, talking about how Soros picked the attorney. It's a witch hunt. But then the tweet was the best part about it, guys. And I found a Donald Trump text-to-speech generator. That I used to translate the tweet. So here is the tweet, guys, from Donald Trump in response to the indictment.
Radical left monsters have just indicated the 45th president of the United States of America and the leading Republican candidate by far for the 2024 nomination for president. This is an attack on our country, the likes of which has never been seen before. A day that will live in infamy, a day to never forget. It is likewise a continued attack on our once free and fair elections. The U.S., a now third world nation, a nation in serious decline. So sad.
So, a couple
That's a
notes
good
there.
generator, man.
It's pretty good. Yeah, a couple notes there. He that wasn't a mispronunciation for indicted. He did spell it indicated.
Never been his strong suit.
And I did add two things.
They don't have an edit feature on Truth? Oh, no.
No. Do you guys want to guess which two things I added, which were not part of the actual tweet?
You know what? Honestly, you distracted me so much with the porn.
There was porn flickering for those who could see, and it was
didn't hear much.
Very. The toxic one. Once the toxic one popped up, I was just staring.
Yeah,
Count Racula too was pretty
impressive. When's
impressive.
the next one gonna pop up? Yeah.
You talk about Toxic Cum Shot 6?
I didn't hear much of it either.
Yeah, I didn't hear much.
So here's the premise of Toxic. Here's the premise of Toxic Cum Shot 6. If you're curious. So a group of men are exposed to a chemical waste spill in a small town in America, and not only does it make their cum toxic, it also makes them insatiably horny.
Yeah, so Stormy had to settle it down. Yeah.
So they get out there.
Toxic cleanup crew.
Trump said specifically, and this is my favorite, an attack on our country, the likes of which we've never seen. And I thought to myself, I got to throw a day that will live in infamy and never forget in there. Because although it is your perceived attack on our country, come on, bro, let's throw Pearl Harbor and 9/11.
I think he meant Constitution.
No, he said our country, and he also said indicated. Anyway, guys, that is
he's got a gift for hyperbole. That Trump, it's kind of his thing. But that's why we're so polarized. Like, unfortunately, his vibe, and then the current vibe, it's the most polarizing shit ever, and it's back to back. We're just like, do something that's not so fucking like life or
You
death.
got
black,
a con
white.
man and a lifelong politician who's
I don't know. It's just fucking.
it's horrible, and they're both
Ugh.
old as fuck. They were all both born in like the 30s.
They're both con men. They're both perverts. They both sexually assaulted women. They're both not great.
When did Biden sexually
in the Senate
assault?
in the Senate hall?
He's been
he got
accused of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he got accused of it.
Yeah. Right.
That's true. Guys, this cup of coffee in the big time is brought to you by BetterHelp. Let's talk therapy real quick. Have you guys done therapy? You guys mess with BetterHelp?
Yes.
Yes.
Love it.
You got to get involved in therapy, man. If you ever feel like sometimes it's just too much, or you can't talk to someone, or you're sitting there and you're frustrated and you feel overwhelmed or weirded out, or like you don't know what to do, that usually means that you should be in therapy. And everyone has that feeling, and everyone at some point should explore some sort of therapy. I felt that way this week, and I was like, who can I call? And I was like, oh shit, that's what a therapist is a friend that you pay who also has a degree and can make sense of what's going on to you, maybe give
Drop
you
them a line.
some feedback. I want to say something else. If
Hit 'em
you're
with
in a
little
relationship,
message and BetterHelp,
if you're listening to this and you're in a relationship, right? And look, no relationship is perfect. Relationships are really challenging. They have their ups and their downs. But if your partner is ever like, what's wrong with you, right? You can't change who you are, but you can better yourself with BetterHelp.
You can understand it too. You can try to understand it.
If you try to work on yourself and you tell your partner, hey, I'm working on myself, I'm deepening my self-awareness and my understanding of what my problems are, oh my God, y'all, the sex and the understanding from your partner are going to be paid back multiple fold.
It goes a long way to show that you're trying to.
Oh my God, if you haven't done that yet, and if you're sitting there being like, I want to be in this relationship and it's going south, bro, dial up BetterHelp. Dial up BetterHelp. Find a counselor
Help.
who can help you, and and then tell your partner after 2 sessions, hit 2 sessions.
Yeah.
And hey, I'm talking to a licensed therapist, so
It's so great. I mean, you got to talk to your therapist. It's even just sending them the message, getting something off your chest, is gonna make you feel better right away.
You don't have to lock it into like, you don't have to be locked into like going every week for a year. You can just do one session, see how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
100%. Or you can just work on one problem and then come back whenever. But seriously, man, talking stuff out with licensed professionals, therapists, can be really helpful. So discover your potential with BetterHelp, y'all. Visit betterhelp.com/hardfactor today. Get 10% off your first month. That's better, BETTER, help, HELP.com/hardfactor. And highly recommend it.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was going to do a story about a Canadian power lifter that registered for a women's competition as a female, even though he doesn't have any qualifying transgender qualities, like no operations, no hormone treatment,
just a male,
nothing. Because in Canada, under the current laws, all you have to do is pretty much identify as a female, and you can compete in at least the powerlifting.
Right.
So
it's like retiring in Switzerland, where you can get 2 years earlier if you just say you're a chick.
Exactly.
But you don't
all you got to do
have
is say it, and you're supposed to like have it issued on a government ID, but they don't really care. So he entered this. He entered this, competition. He crushed a previous record that was held by a transgender woman. That's why he did it, because she crushed the previous record held by a woman. Anyway, I feel like the transgender in sports things is beating a dead horse. So I switched it up, and I want to ask you guys. You guys know that April Fool's is Saturday, right?
Don't answer that, Will. Don't answer that, Will. He might mean Friday. He might be Sunday. I want to make sure.
No, it's Saturday. For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Wes. Check the calendar.
Saturday. Do you have any? Do you have any April? Pat, especially. Do you have any April Fool's pranks? I know your girl's a big prankster. Are you worried? Does she?
She does great April Fool's pranks at the office there.
Right.
Like in-person pranks, but I'm not worried about like her pranking me a large prank. I don't like a large prank, man. I do not like one.
Yeah. Not a fan.
I got to think of something now. I got April Fool's something.
I told you guys this last April Fool's, but for a while, my main client when I was a music manager, one of the leads of that band, like loved April Fool's and would take jokes like, way too far.
That's because some of my favorite people do that. Actually, I kind of like
break
it.
the band up. He would fire like team
Yeah, but
members
it gives it some spice when it's over. It's like, holy shit, that was fake.
Yeah, but then I have to sit him down and explain how fragile his existence is.
As the manager, yeah, that's tough for the manager.
And how we're barely where we are, and to not fuck with it.
Some words can get exchanged that can never be taken back in those situations.
Oh, there's still fans of his band that thinks that they broke up 8 years ago. Like there's still people not buying tickets because they think the shows aren't happening.
Yeah. I like April Fools generally. I like to do it on my son especially. I remember one April Fools, he was like 7. I told him that the dentist called and, we had to take him in to get a bunch of teeth pulled because he was eating too much candy. And he cried and, I got him to the point where he was crying in the car and then, probably some trauma there. But it was
7,
great.
huh?
Yeah, it was great.
That's a great joke.
Yeah, it was funny. Anyway, I can generally spot one of these April Fool's pranks a mile away. But today...
Well, that's why we have you. I mean, that's why you're our detector, Wes. You are our resident detector of all things, racism, jokes.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
fakes.
I got during the research of stories I was going to do, and I told you guys in the beginning that I was going to do a story about a cheese spa. Well, I got. I got big time.
It was a fake story.
And I have I have a major issue with this because I got really excited. I got really excited.
Explain how you got. Does it relate to April Fools, or you just got?
No, it's okay. Listen to the fucking headline that got me. A new luxury spa is opening its doors. The Wedgewater Spa in Madison, Wisconsin, offers an immersive cheese experience built on more than 180 years of world-class artisanship. The spa features a variety of premium beauty and wellness treatments that highlight the iconic cheeses that define Wisconsin in the eyes of the world. Okay. Now
sounds like a lovely trip,
right?
So they pour cheese on your face. Is that
kind of absolutely, Pat? Look at the fucking brochure.
It's like a mud spa with cheese.
Exactly, it's a mud spa with cheese. Look, you can take they had a milk. You can't see it, but they had milk baths. They have
like
they bathe you in the cheese.
They bathe
fondue
you
facial. That's a Stormy Daniels movie too. I didn't put that. So funny.
Milk, yeah. You can bathe in like whole milk.
No, it was fondued facial.
Fondued facial. Yeah. The article went on to say the high-end therapy trend is beginning to spread, and Wedgewater represents the zenith of this burgeoning cultural phenomenon. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Cheese spa, that makes total sense because I love the idea.
You're just so into it.
Wes, I would love a facial.
I almost texted you guys and was like, I know where we're going if I ever have a bachelor party, guys. The cheese spa in Madison. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, do they have? It's just people pouring cheese on you.
You gotta wonder if that was real. If it's just like a billionaire having a prank company.
Dude, somebody pours Velveeta onto themselves. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, well yeah, the hooker will do anything for you. But like, and look at the website. I went on the website. It was like visit the Wedgewater Spa, legit website. Look, you can see the cheese in the back. I mean, it's ridiculous. And it says now everyone will understand that what Wisconsins have known for decades. The real secret to great skin and a happy life is great cheese, says Victoria Curdsworthy. I didn't even Curdsworthy. Yeah. And then this is where I started to kind of like be like, fuck me. Wedgewater Director of Experience. And then I watched the video and the promo of the Wedgewater Spa, and here it is. And they lost me on the video. If they had done the video better, I would have been sold. But here's the video they posted.
Yourself in delicious luxury and engage all your senses at the first cheese-themed spa in Madison, Wisconsin.
It's not bad so
For
far.
a true taste of the cheese life, enjoy our signature
She's on a cheese board.
Your sinuses and your mind with the Limburger moisturizing.
That's too much. Yeah,
that was too much.
Renew and revitalize your skin's natural
If they cut her out, I'm still in.
Fondue facial.
Oh, they're eating up.
And finally, indulge in our exclusive Gouda wax. Brows, face, underarm, leg,
and then you can tell the Gouda wax is not real.
Visit our website to book your unforgettable getaway.
Now I'm
at
pissed.
the Wedgewater Spa.
I had signed up for the newsletter. I was hoping to get some kind of brochure about
Wait, you signed up?
I
It's
signed up
literally opening April 1st, 2023.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I figured it out, but I was deep in. When I went into the website.
How'd you
I was
come
like,
across it? Where'd you come across? What was it?
It was like an offbeat Reddit, I think. Like and it was put forward by the dairy farmers of Wisconsin. So it's like a little kitschy, like fun thing they do. But yeah, listen to this. Raw milk bath. The soothing, rich texture and natural lactic acids of milk found in Wedgewater's 4th generation copper cheese vats will dissolve the protein holding together dead skin cells and melt your daily stresses away. That sounds fantastic.
Dude, you love milk so much you want to be bathed in it.
Yeah.
Well, dude, hold on. Kings were bathed in milk, Willie. That was a thing. Like,
is that real?
It's a royal treatment. Oh, give you milk baths, bro,
Dude,
back in the day.
bath?
King shit. That's king shit, man.
It stinks so bad when it dries.
Oh, especially breast milk, and that's what the kings of kings got bathed in. Not that cow stuff. I want human milk.
Yeah. But they had me until the I mean, the video was very well done.
Who did it? Do you know who did it?
It was the I guess the dairy farmers of Wisconsin, or dairy farmers of America. And they've got a big budget too. Yeah. So they paid someone to make a professional spa video. I mean, it looked like a professional spa video.
You need an editor, man. Like we did that a couple times back in the Houdini Here days. Like, took it too far, but we were amateurs. Like, that was.
You think you could?
They blew
it. Is AI to the point where you could produce that with AI and it could edit it and
you
create
produce the
all
graphics.
those images with it?
You could produce the graphic, yeah.
So this is what's a trip, man. So my brother was over last weekend, and I was showing him Midjourney. And my brother is a lawyer, but at night he's a screenwriter, right? So he's working towards being a screenwriter. And I was like, check this out. And he was playing around. And I was like, oh, let's try this. Why don't you type in a scene that you wrote recently and like indicate that it should be in storyboard format, which is something you do before you make a movie. You storyboard out the scenes so you can move quickly. And he did it, and it just popped it out. I was like, okay, well, that's storyboard artists are dead. But then it got me thinking.
The newest update of ChatGPT has video and editing.
Right, Willie. That's what I was
thinking.
thinking.
Do the whole show.
You'll be able to just, in maybe, I don't know, 2-3 years, you'll be able to just write a movie potentially and then have it generate actors acting that movie out.
Yeah, and just have it.
And guess what? It'll write the fucking movie. You don't even need to write the movie,
you could just give it the gist. Like, hey, write a movie about this.
Actors are done. Writers are done.
Shit.
Artists are done.
Wild shit. AI.
Yeah. All we can hope is that there's just like a movement of like indie hipsters that like it analog, you know?
Oh, people are. There's gonna be so many like human elitists like. That hate it.
Yeah.
But Wes, do you think that was a robot
news.
cheese, or do you think those were humans that duped you on that one?
No, those were some funny farmers or funny cheese.
I mean, for farmers, that's top tier.
Yeah, and then at the very bottom of the ankle, it says, "When booking an appointment at Wedgewater Spa, please have a wonderful April Fool's."
Is that the email you got?
No, that's at the very bottom of the article. But I didn't even get to the bottom of the article because I was so excited. After reading the headline, I was going through and I was
milk baths.
Yeah, milk baths. They're rubbing cheese on me. And then so.
Jesus Christ, dude! Hold on. This breaking news. I mean, not breaking, but so there's an article on Insider. There's a job posting for an AI prompt engineer. Okay, because now with ChatGPT, like we've played around with it. Like, no, say something funny to it. There's a job posting for a prompt engineer, $335,000 a year, no tech background. So just essentially sitting there and writing prompts to like trip the AI out or like make it learn faster.
Oh shit!
Wow! Don't tell Mark that.
Aren't
Mark
people
going to
do that anyway? Aren't people going to do that naturally anyway, though?
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like
Mark's really good at it. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. Well, it's like the same people who write like queries for work now will write queries except to the AI. Except the AI wants to take their job eventually. So
yeah, I know.
It's a little bit of a limited time offer.
Got by Wedgewater too. So if you want to have some fun, you can send that to your wife because it is a pretty well done April Fool's.
I mean, if she loves milk baths,
and cheese, I mean, I'm thinking this might spur an actual one to open. So hopefully that's the hope.
You can only hope, Wes.
Bro, you would stink like such shit coming up there.
Lindbergher.
you can only hope.
All right, well, that's that. Happy April Fools.
Yes, enjoy it this weekend. All right, time for the last segment of the week.
It's time for the high five.
Ooh, yeah, it is. All right. The Hive 5. Apple 5-star reviews, voicemails, listener submissions, comments, and Spotify poll results. Simple. 5 things. The Hive 5. Thank you for contributing as always. First up, 5-star reviews. First 5-star reviews from Muffle Stilskin. Great name. Muffle Stilskin says, science. Over the years, the boys have talked about their love for Cottonmouth Kings, 311, and now this week, the Fungus, Among Us, and Science albums from Incubus. Guessing our beloved hosts would have appreciated our music selection at parties in Central Illinois back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Keep up the good work, fellas. HAGFD. We would have.
I want to make this really clear.
We would have been doing the whippets with you, bro.
And Mark would have appreciated it. Wes had a headier taste in music.
Not a big Incubus guy, Wes.
He would have partied there with you, but he would have hated the music.
Like 311, like Cottonmouth Kings, not a big Incubus guy.
You got soured on Incubus, though, from a hilarious situation. So explain why you have a bad relationship with that band.
Because the girl I was dating in college had a roommate, and she was dating a guy that modeled his entire being after the lead singer of Incubus.
Brandon Boyd.
Yeah.
He's like barefoot.
Caged earrings, puka shell.
Long, kind of longish hair, like real skinny kind of guy. And his favorite band was Incubus. It was weird to the point where he emulated this guy so much that it was embarrassing for everyone around him. And I just have hated Incubus ever since.
Yeah,
they've got some okay songs. I will.
They do.
I could see it souring me, but I loved them. So,
Dude, they had a cultural.
Wish You Were Here is good.
You guys have no idea how many people out there have Incubus tattoos. It is so many motherfuckers that have Incubus. I've come across at least 6 in my life.
There's certain people's like Radiohead. There's certain people's favorite band. You know, like they think they're the fucking Beatles. It's crazy.
Oh, dude, growing up,
insanity.
Yeah, growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s, like tons of people, it was their favorite band. Yeah. Like on par with 311. All right, let's go to the next 5-star review. It's from ATL at agrees. I don't know. ATL a Tiger Res.
Tigres.
ATL a Tigres. 5 stars.
At La Tigres.
At La Tigres. Yeah.
At La Tigres. 5 stars. They say these guys funk. I miss the days when people would rank their favorites of the crew. Love you, Mark. So Mark loves you too. He's not on the podcast too. I know. It was so electric. It was just constant blow ups in the Hive 5. It was
too much. It's too much.
Best ever.
I loved it too. Hey, look, we're on a more positive vibes these days.
That's right.
Pushing positivity.
Don't do it.
The Thunderdome of the
red.
rankings was a hilarious.
God,
era.
that was a great era.
It was like a Chinese finger trap of stress.
I would read the reviews ahead of time and be like, ooh boy.
This one's
this is gonna fuck some shit up.
I would revel in the ones that talked shit about me because I was like, all right, this is gonna cool things out a little bit. Come at me.
It's hilarious. Yeah. Come at me. It's hilarious.
Oh man, that was funny. That was a funny time. All right. Okay. Voicemails. I've been accused of focusing on other aspects of the Hive 5 too much, so I decided to do them in a level of importance to the listeners, I guess. 5-star reviews, most important to the show to support us. So please leave them on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and then DM us what you want us to say. Leave us a voicemail at 512-270-1480 and we will play them back on the show. Great way to interact with us. Become a part of the show. And then submit stuff to us on DMs. I'll get to the submissions and the comments and the poll results later.
The voicemail, even better. Hard Factor.
Yeah, exactly.
At gmail.com.
You can email it to a little bit crisper, a little bit cleaner. Like these first 2 were emailed to us, and the first 2 are from Drunk and then Sober Tony. We're just going to play them back to back. Here they are.
What's up, boys? It's Tony from PA here. So I think I just fucking pissed on my hand. I don't know. I'm fucking drunk at my boss's wedding. But join the fucking Golden Elbow. Drop that fucking elbow on those goddamn fucking little bitches. Be like Randy Savage. Join the elbows. Golden Elbows, $50 $50 a month.
Golden Elbow.
Get it? I'm at my boss's wedding, so I'm fucking drunk as shit right now. But I love the Hard Factor boys. Love you all. Have a great fucking weekend. I love you. Join the Patreon. It is the greatest thing you're ever going to do in your life. Love you.
Love you too, Tony.
Hey guys, it's Tony from PA. So I listened back to the voicemail I sent you guys Sunday morning, like at 2 in the morning. I would tell you not to play it, but I know that you guys will anyways, so I'm going to own it. I was very fucking hammered. Couldn't even talk. Don't know how I sent that voicemail, but definitely did. So anyways, have a great fucking weekend, boys. Like I said, when I was hammered, drop the golden fucking elbow. It is definitely worth it. Great time at trivia on Friday, and now it's time for the baseball season to start. Love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
Baseball. I like how he was at his boss's wedding, and he was like, so naturally I'm fucked up.
Yeah, so I'm blacked out.
Because I'm at a wedding, I'm not a friend, but the
Free
guy
booze,
that
baby.
employed me is
Career's on the
obligated to-
line, and I'm hammered.
as one does.
Do you think he left the second voicemail to like? Was that like a back way attempt to get us to not play the first voicemail? Like
No. I think
like
he
was
knew
hoping
it
that we
was
wouldn't.
so
Okay.
funny. There's no chance I wasn't playing that.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm glad you did. I just feel like he was. I feel like he was playing mind games with that second voicemail.
Maybe so, but Tony, it was funny both times. Honestly, the second one made it even funnier.
Yeah.
So that was Tony, and he's right. You should join the Golden Elbow. Join our Patreon community, or you can be a YouTube subscriber or Spotify subscriber. All the same. Get the bonus podcast. Get in the Discord. Chat with us. It's fun. Okay. Next voicemail is from Amish Brock.
Amish Brock calling in with some Amish news again this week. So, I would like to congratulate South Dakota on finally kicking the Amish out of their state. Boys, it's fucking happening. The Amish are getting eradicated.
Wow.
The Amish tried to move to South Dakota, and they were there for about 10 or 12 years or so, but their community just didn't work out. They are moving back, unfortunately, probably to my neighborhood, which, fuck. But, yeah, we got one state Amish free now. So hopefully this starts a trend, and we get them out of Ohio and Kentucky and hopefully Lancaster County, but that's... this is like their Vatican City, so that's going to be a tough one. But hopefully in the future we can see that happen. Have a great fucking weekend, boys. I'll catch you soon.
All right, Amish Brock. So it's actually bad news for him because they're going to move back.
They're coming back.
Yeah.
Dude, I found this Amish.
But it's great news for his.
I should have
his
ripped some
cause.
video. I found this Amish chick on TikTok. So she's on TikTok. She's Amish. She looks Amish as fuck, dude. And she's like, "Hey, I'm on TikTok, and my parents don't know what TikTok is or that I have what a phone is, but here I am." And she's just trying to dispel Amish myths, I guess.
Is that a good channel? Good
She on
follow.
Rumspringa?
No, she's doing the TikToks like while she's like out in the woods. So she's like, I'm gonna go whatever the fuck they do. Pick some.
I've got to
berries,
hide
like,
from my parents to do the
scrape some
TikToks?
bark. Yeah, and then she's doing TikToks, trying to tell what the real Amish life is like.
Okay.
I'll get the at.
Nice. We should check some of those
Eat
out.
her ass.
Yeah, they're gonna be pissed.
They're gonna fucking kill her.
All right. Next one, we have a double again from Colin. We have him being inquisitive and angry. 2 takes this week, and we will answer his question at the end of both. Here we go.
It's Colin from California. Quick question. So which one do you think would be worse to do? Go to a buffet for one, or go to Ojos Locos with just yourself? Like which one's more of the dirtbag move? Personally, I think Ojos Locos would be more of the dirtbag move going by yourself. But that's just because I like buffets a lot, though. Because, I'm kind of a fat guy, Later, and have a great fucking day.
They both have food. We'll get to it.
Boys, it's Colin from California, also known as the champion. Thank you a lot, Pat, for letting me be on your team and we getting the dub. But in all honesty, though, I was watching last week's show, and I was on my way home from work last Friday, or I was on my way to work, and all of a sudden I hear Mark eating a cat taco. Mark, you literally made me pull over on the side of the road, puke, profusely, just puke so much. Like, I haven't puked that much in a while. Mind you, I was a little hungover, yes, But still, dude, like, oh god, dude, the cat taco. We gotta get that off the menu. I love you guys. Have a great fucking day.
All right. So
I couldn't believe the
cat
speed
taco.
at which Mark consumed it.
I almost
That may have been-
I almost puked too. It was one of the more disgusting
gross.
things that I've been a part
I mean,
of.
major kudos for him. He ruined
Yeah.
taco night at my house that night because we had tacos that night waiting for me when I got off. But oh man,
But they weren't cat food though.
But it's hard to separate the two, man.
And it was
Once
like
you see that-
cheddar cat food. Like that's
When he dressed it up, that was what I think may have done. that was the part.
I didn't think he was gonna shove it in his mouth like that either.
You know what though? It took a lot of mental toughness.
Oh,
to do
it
that.
did. You can
And
see him working through it. Yeah.
He had been thinking about it, toughening himself up, getting prepared. So as soon as the proverbial gun fired, it was in his mouth, down his throat. He was like, "I got to get this done, bro."
Yeah. No, he did better than I would have done. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, and also
It's like bungee jumping. You
Gavin's
can't think about it. You just gotta
in the
go.
live comments. Gavin says he's calling Cap on Colin Puke, and Colin has retorted already and says that he really did. But also at the live comments during the merchathon, somebody was in there and said there was some chemical in the onion that was going to specifically block out the flavor of the cat food. And I forget who the commenter was, but they fucking nailed it because Mark said that all he could taste was onion. So somebody knew that. Like one of the live the live commenters are smarter than most people.
So he's puking from the texture of it, just knowing it was cat food, I guess.
No. Mark didn't puke at all.
No, but he was about to.
No. Yeah, I think probably the texture, but all he could taste was the onion. And some live commenter called it. It was some like Q chemical that's in the onion, blocked it.
Great trick I'll use next time I eat a cat taco.
Right? Eat onion first. Okay. Next up is Welder.
Wait. We didn't answer.
Oh yeah,
Colin's.
answer. Buffet for one or
it was a good question.
Buffet for one or Ojos Locos or Hooters for one?
By yourself, which is
what's
worse.
So if you don't know, Ojos Locos is like the
It's Hooters.
raunchiest, dirtiest, nastiest.
It's Latina Hooters,
Yeah,
Latina
yeah.
bikinis.
But it's not like super franchised, so it's a little bit more indie. And there's multiple lingerie weeks.
You could probably get a hand job in the bathroom at
Probably it's in their business model, man.
It's in their bylaws.
Right. It's part of their training.
You know, how
I mean,
feel
Ojos
about this.
Locos. You love a buffet for one, and I personally work next to an Ojos Locos and ate there for one all the time. So Pat is the deciding vote. The question is for you, Pat. Buffet for one or Ojos Locos?
I don't
for
have a
one?
problem with either of them, but I think that I would least likely go to a like a titty restaurant by myself.
Right. I mean, okay. Here's a great way to decide it.
When you can walk to it, though.
That's
the convenience factor is.
Let me lay a scenario down for you. You're walking in the door. You see your partner. Your partner says, "Hey, how was your day?" And you're like, "It was pretty good." And you're like, "Oh, what? It's Friday. What'd you do for lunch?"
Yeah, can't say
Ojos
one of them.
Locos.
Yeah. If you said I went on down to the Chinese buffet, it's okay.
Maybe
Like,
I would tell people in my office.
disappointed. Yeah, but
I would tell people in my office that I went to Ojos Locos, that I'm pretty sure they started looking at me differently after that.
But I think you were in weren't you in like a boss position? They must have thought you were just trying to like flex weird or trying to see if they were into freaky shit. Like, yeah, Ojos Locos again today for lunch. trying to make some eye contact.
Friday
right?
rolls.
Am I right, Tina?
Yeah.
You want to come next time? Huh?
No.
It is a little bit of a flex. Like I know Will wasn't trying to flex, but it is like there's a certain aura you give off when you're by yourself. It's either this ain't no big deal. I belong here. This is what where I should be, or I'm just a pervert, right?
Right. Well, you
Pervert.
pointed at the
Give
wings.
off the pervert.
Yeah.
vibe.
You point. I mean, that's why the Hooters wings thing has existed for years. Like I go to Hooters for the wings. They got the best wings,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But there's nothing the best at Ojos Locos except for
No, the
the
food's not
crazy Ojos.
the crazy eyes. Yep.
Guys, I have some breaking news. Brian Briz Gillis, the one of the co-founders of LFO, is dead. At
Oh,
47,
R.I.P..
at 47 years old.
Yikes.
R.I.P. Brian.
Fentanyl.
Doesn't say, which means fentanyl. When it doesn't say, it's fentanyl or suicide. When it doesn't say,
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's sad. Let's move on to the next voicemail there. Let's see. Welder Bart. Here we go.
Hey guys, Welder Bart here. I just heard my last voicemail. Holy shit! I had no clue I was that high when I left that. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, that the story does happen, but I should have had myself together. Anyway, boys, if you want another welding under the hood,
yes,
voicemail, I'll get you one soon.
Okay.
Sorry about the last one. Hope this was better. We'll talk to you later, boys.
All right, Bart.
Did you say his name was Bark?
Welder Bart.
Okay.
We do want another under the hood, please, and thank you. All right, next one. It's about weightlifting. I don't think the listener left their name. Here we go.
Hey guys, I was listening to the most recent episode, watching Pat do those push-ups, and listening to that badass 6-year-old that I can't even imagine doing 3,000 push-ups. But I agree, those weren't real push-ups.
No way.
It reminded me of a story that I forgot where the fuck I heard it, but could be a cool Fatathon episode. Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day, I know I didn't just make this up because I'm not a bodybuilder, I just heard this. When he was training in Europe, he used to take him and his honcho group of however many fucking giant European, Estonia, Georgia, bench press, powerlifting type guys, 5, 6, 7. They go to the forest, they grab a log that they can all equally press over their head.
Yeah.
And they would stand essentially in like a circle. They would press it overhead until they cannot press it anymore. And then they would hand it to the next guy. That guy would proceed to do the same thing and just press it around from sun up to sun down. So that might be a cool episode for you guys to do. Just throwing it out there. Maybe do push-ups until one guy can't. And then he passes it on to the next guy. And then you just keep going around for however long you guys can do.
That'd be amazing.
Could be jumping
Shortest
jacks, could be
episode.
squats, whatever the hell it is. Anyways, have a great fucking day. Later, guys.
I'm into it.
Okay.
That group he's describing, the Arnold Schwarzenegger group of like Mongoloid Europeans in the woods, that is a dentist's worst nightmare. If you think about it, what's going on with those guys? Just imagine that. Imagine the teeth on those boys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're so jagged. I mean,
yeah, dude. You ever see
nothing
Schwarzenegger's
is lined
early
up.
grill? It's tough.
Yeah, it was busted.
His young grill is
grill was
tough.
busted.
Will,
His
before you
grill
move
was
on, I need to address some of the comments. People are asking about a buffet for one shirt. We had a buffet for one shirt. Nobody bought it.
We sure did.
And okay, so here's the deal. I just put it in the store again. It's going to be there for until the end of the show. If you want it, you got about 15, 20 minutes to get one. Just search just search buffet in the store.hardfactor.com, and you can get it. Otherwise, after the show, it's gone. So put your money where your put your money where the mouth is. That's a real limited edition.
Only. Exactly.
You don't have to be so aggressive, Wes.
No, well,
I like it. Wes, hit him with the pressure sales.
Listen, that's exactly right. This is what works on me. Pressure.
Okay. Wes, how can it, let me ask you a question. Hidden cameras have gotten so good these days, like so good that you can be wearing a hidden camera without anyone telling. How can we? Is there a scenario where we can send you to a car lot?
No, because I know I was wearing it, and it would. You'd have to have the guy do it to me. Like, I mean,
you think
it would have to be?
I would probably forget that I had it on. Honestly,
You would have to wear like a hidden camera.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out one day. That's another. Oh, also, we've been texting about how we need to do a San Francisco day with Wes, because we have to watch Wes explore the city of San Francisco. I think it would be a fun trip for all.
Dude,
of
he's
us.
gonna fucking love it.
He would love
an
it so
awesome
much.
city.
It would be hilarious. Like he would, because he loves like exotic and weird food, which is like San Francisco's like whole thing. So
They also have the best Chinese food in the country. Yeah, you're
he
fucked.
loves San Francisco.
You're fucked.
Okay, last voicemail, and it is from Low Life Louie on the West Coast, not San Francisco, but the Pacific Northwest, I think.
What's up, boys? Low Life Louie here. Calling in a little bit late, but this is in regards to Pat's comment last week about Mexicans throwing their shit paper in the trash instead of flushing. I myself am Mexican and can confirm that is 100% true. I grew up in a Mexican household, and we used to do that. It wasn't until I actually moved out and lived with roommates that I was called out on how weird that was. And honestly, like, it is the weirdest thing ever. I don't know why we do that. In Mexico, actually, if you go to like any public venues and you go use the restroom, one, you'll have to pay to use a public restroom. And as you're walking in, there will be a greeter that hands you 3 to 4 sheets of single ply paper to go do your business. You can obviously pay to buy more. But I guess my question is, well, one, Pat was right about the comment that he made about all Mexicans doing that and doing the business. But two, my question would be, how many sheets of single ply would be sufficient for you guys to, you know, leave a clean job? A follow-up question, unrelated, would be, Pat, how much money would it cost to have you bring the beef back with Will's new look, which is fantastic, by the way? I think we should also be welcoming back the beef. Awesome. That's it, boys. Have a great fucking weekend. And yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you. How many plies, guys? How many strips of single ply do you need? I think I need 5 or 6, probably.
There's
4.
1 square.
One
single
square?
ply, dude.
Single ply 20.
You got to double it up. So oh no.
I mean, single ply is just it's dangerous. It makes no sense.
I can't live in Mexico, basically. So
yeah, I mean, if you're saving costs on toilet paper, getting single ply, you're making up for it with the soap that you're buying, the extra soap to wash the shit hands. Because there's just no way.
Back to that guy to hit him up for more plies, because 4 single ply sheets.
You're busting your finger through into your shit.
It's not good. Honestly, dude, things are so volatile with my stuff right now. I couldn't even fathom.
You know what I've moved
that
on
situation
to since I've had kids is baby wipes. Just put those bad boys in every bathroom. That's way better than
they say. Do not flush on them, Will.
No, you get the flushable.
Do you think? Okay, here's my thing about that. You think they're really flushable? They're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
Well, it says flush. It says
they're
on the
more.
thing.
They're more flushable than non-flushable wipes, but
It
they're
tells
not.
you it's flushable.
All right. You own that house?
Package.
Is that a
septic?
septic?
I own it. Yeah,
be careful, bud.
City sewer.
That is one thing I miss about having a baby in the house is those wet wipes for your asshole. Those are good.
They are good,
dude.
Yeah.
They're the best. And in fact, if you look up online, they're like, it's better for your butt hole, anyways. You know, Japanese toilet. That's what we all need to move to, honestly.
Yeah,
Japanese toilet.
Would that cut down on like an itchy ass? You think probably?
Oh,
that's the number one cause of itchy ass.
Japanese toilet's gonna knock all that
paper.
out.
You didn't take care of the business.
Abrasion.
No, I think it's residue.
It's residue. It's also diet because it doesn't come off clean.
The Japanese toilet can blast off any diet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I need to
it's got a strong spray that gets you clean.
It's like a water pick for your butt.
Yeah.
Wes, the pressure sales tactics are working. Patrick, he says he put an order in and he added the buffet for 1 right after Wes made the pressure sales. And then Colin added, Wes is like a diamond. He's created by pressure. So,
that's right.
That's true.
That's
I bring the beef back money wise. It's not going to take money. Look, these fingernails are for growing. Okay, these pinky nails. Just give me some time. Okay, it's like it's in the vault right now, but it'll come back at the right time.
Yeah, it'll come back. Everybody in the
do
comments
coke anymore. Here's the problem.
Everybody in the comments agreeing with Pat. They're saying that flushable shit will flushable. Even Jack says even flushables will fuck up your pipes. That's not good.
Jack also says that bidets are gay if you're American.
Bidets are gay.
Jack said, no, don't get anything near my butt, kind of guy.
Oh, and Eric's got up like European style. That's what I was saying. So in Mexico, you got to pay, and in Europe, you got to. Oh, that's Mexico right there. He's showing the Mexican bathroom. You got to put some pesos in. You go through. That you grab your sheets on your way to the toilet. Yeah, and in Europe too. If you just walk into a place and ask to use the restroom, they'll ask you to pay. So, I kind
of prefer though, dude. Because to be honest with you, it's better than being in the U.S. in a major city and not having an option. Because the bathrooms are just not for customers. This is fucking worse, dude.
Yeah, but honestly, everywhere needs to go to the Japanese toilet because it has a bidet built in. And Steven says my ass hasn't itched once in the year and a half he's used a bidet, which could also be.
I gotta get one of these fucking things. Yeah. So listen, I'm waking up in the middle of the night. I'll be honest with you, with an itchy ass. It's
Wes, you might be able to afford one. Josh just got a buffet for 1 shirt.
Regular.
Too, so.
Thank you. Yeah. I got a problem.
Hold on. Okay, so you know what I won't fuck with? I would never fuck with in a million years.
Itching all day.
Got a big problem.
Do you remember when the pandemic hit?
You get some gold bond or something, man.
I'm gonna get one of these fucking bidets, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Remember when the pandemic hit and then
Sleep.
the strap-on bidets were around? Like, I will never in a million years fuck around with the strap-on buffet because if you walk in a bidet, if you walk into someone's bathroom,
dude, people say it transforms your toilet.
Willie,
but
I
it looks
agree, but
weird. It looks weird. Yeah,
it looks gross. Like, have you ever seen in like shitty apartments? So the water that's being fed to your toilet, same as water coming at your sink, but you know, it just feels different. Sometimes I've seen things where, like, someone has like a shower head coming out of being fed from the same water that's feeding their toilet, and you just don't want to fuck with that shower head, even though it's the same shit. The strap-on bidet,
it comes out of your toilet too.
It does.
It just looks like it's gonna be. You don't want to fuck with it. You need a
but the Japanese toilet is coming out of the toilet tube too, and it's getting it clean. So it's just more. You don't see it. You don't see the connection.
Let's see what it costs exactly. So a toilet,
Japanese toilet's like $1,000.
It doesn't have to be Japanese.
The bidet is like the bidet
like
is
Totos,
like,
the Toto.
Those are like
fancy
10
ones.
grand. Those are like 10 grand. Dude,
But they also analyze your like your minerals and like. Your
I'm talking
vitamins.
about $1,000 Japanese toilet that just cleans you up real nice. No itchy.
Okay, hold on. So I think we did that sketch that one time. Bottom of the barrel toilet we picked up for that. I want to say it's like $75, $80. You can get it just a fucking public school toilet.
Mm-hmm.
If you search bidet toilets, not even Japanese ones, Willie, American made, we're talking minimum $1,500.
No, Pat, but the add-on you can get for like $200.
You don't fuck with the add-on. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be built in.
That's why I would get just the lowest cost Japanese, just like because then
you get the
Tushy.
It's the Tushy bidet. It's the Tushy is like the nice one. Tushy bidet, and you can get them for like a nice one's $400.
But I gotta say something to Will, man. Like, Will, you're talking about these Japanese toilets, bro. Like, Japanese people generally, like, what, they're like 75% the size of Americans, and you're already crushing toilet seats at a rate that you can barely afford.
these things are made to last, man. And you don't even need toilet paper. That's the best part.
Made by like an artisan. So when you say Japanese toilet, you're talking about a Japanese?
It has a bidet. You sit on it, and then you take your dump. It knows when you're done dumping, and it just cleans you. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah. Look,
you just sit there and
these
you're done.
Tushy electric. By the way, Tushy is also a porn series. But look at these things. You can buy it $400. It just sits on the. It's a toilet seat basically. It's a brand new toilet seat, and then the wand comes out. It's got a remote control. I'm buying this. I'm gonna buy this.
Dude,
and I'll
Wes,
report back.
no more itch. No more itch.
You're gonna spend $400.
Dude, it would be so worth it for me to not have an itchy ass ever again. Are you kidding me?
I mean, think about that feeling. No,
look at this situation. Again. Look at this situation.
Yeah,
right
the
here.
20 grand one. I saw that one. The Toto. Yeah, that's the real deal.
What does it do?
Top of the line.
That shit it analyzes your poop. It tells you stuff about like if you need to eat some more. It's like a whole it's like a doctor in a toilet.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah.
Here's a great review for this toilet. This $18,000 toilet. This is 5 stars. Let's be honest. It's titled from Munchie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest. I know why you're here looking at a toilet that costs more than your car. No shame in that. Why do you think I came here? I mean, come on. Look at that toilet. Now, if I didn't already, I look at my current toilet with disgust. Just imagine how much better your life could be with a $20,000 toilet.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the premise of the recent South Park episode, which is very funny on Japanese toilets. Check it out. Okay. Speaking of funny videos, it's time for Hive's funniest and craziest videos of the week. And this week's contestants are the listener submitters. Evan submitted a video of a lion. He was in a zoo and he got his dick sucked in front of the zoo attendees. Nathan submitted a video of an armadillo dick that's very impressive for the armadillo's size.
Disgusting.
Kyle submitted a video of an African mine clown car edition where they just keep pulling guys out of the busted mine. Bathtub Jim and Gizmo Damas submitted the video of the Florida politician getting pranked with fake names. Very funny. Phil Wan submitted a video of city poo pants prank where a guy goes around faking like he's pooping his pants, freaking everybody out. Down Under Dick submitted a video of road rage advice from Australia because they are pretty sensible, so it's good advice. Vinny in Mississippi submitted the video of the tornado footage from last week, which is fucking crazy. That's one of the craziest. Not funny. And then lastly, Nama Strength Athletics sent us a world-class grappler who explains why busting nuts frequently, having an ejaculation, is actually way better than holding it in for men to make you more manly. So from an expert, he tells you why. So which of those videos do you guys want to see as the contenders for the finalists?
How many do we get?
I want to see the poopy pants one.
Okay, poopy pants is up. I'll start pulling that up.
I want to see the African mine clown car.
Okay. Yep.
I kind of want to see the tornado destruction.
Let's not.
Is it a video of the tornado or is it just the destruction?
Of the tornado, not the destruction.
I'd like to see the tornado video.
Okay.
All right.
And then on the dicks, let's talk about the dicks real quick. The dicks, you said an armadillo dick and a
armadillo
lion
dick, which is actually really big compared to what you would
sucked,
think. Yeah.
Like, let me ask you about this armadillo dick.
The lion just getting busted down. You know what I'm saying?
Do we see the armadillo dick grow? Do we see it in two different stages?
He's fully erect.
Right. So it's just one. Okay.
He's erect the whole time. He's kind of rubbing it on somebody's foot, I think.
Do they have the double penis, the bi-penis thing going?
I think I think it's a single, a long schlong. It's a long schlong.
But it's got a spine in it. It's got a spine in it.
It definitely. It's the length of his whole body. I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about? And then the lion, is the lion like? Does he have his arms behind his head, like relaxed, or is he like taking his paw and putting it on the female?
More of its paw on the lioness's head type situation.
Is it gay lion sex?
Oh no,
I've got to see that.
Okay, well, that's coming up then.
Okay,
the lion's coming in. Okay, here we go. We got
lioness's mouth.
We got 4 finalists. First up from Phil Wan, City Poo Pants prank. Here you go. Dressing grandpa. He's pretending.
I couldn't hold it.
Okay. It falls out of his pants.
Yeah, I don't want somebody to step on it.
Ain't nobody gonna step on it. Just leave it there. Yeah.
Here.
No, put it in there.
And where?
In the bag.
He smells
that's a bad one.
I don't want to smell it. Put it in the bag.
You're here to clean the porta potty?
Yes, sir.
Because I couldn't get in there.
I'll re-unlock it. Go ahead.
I did have to use it.
Yeah.
But it's never mind. It's too late. You got a tissue on you? Here. Huh? I can't hear you. Where, on that?
No, over here. Right there. Good. Leave it. Go it. Yes.
I'll hold on to it. I got it.
Hold on.
You want it?
And then I feel too. Then I feel.
Over there. You got a tissue?
No.
Stay away, please.
It's not a gun. It's poop.
I don't want it on me.
That was pretty good.
That reminded me of the. I saw a video recently of these comedians who are black guys going to a Civil War reenactment dressed as slaves. It's one of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
That's
dude.
awesome because pranksters always fuck with black people, but the black guys, I haven't seen one where black guys are just fucking.
I'll see if I can.
That's awesome.
I'll see if I can find it. It was one of the best trolls I've ever seen.
That's
in my life.
amazing.
That's amazing. So that dude's pretending like he's an elderly guy who shits out of the leg of his pants, which hilariously, if you've listened to Hard Factor, you know Mark and I saw in live action at a Golden Corral in Roanoke, Virginia one time. So, yeah, it does happen. Old people poop down the legs of their pants. Okay, next up is from Kyle, and it is an African cobalt mine in the Congo, and you check out the conditions. Digging into the side of the cheering for one man who's jumped out of the dirt. Okay, there's another guy who's just caught under the dirt
And
the
so,
rock
like,
slide.
Yeah, there's like a rock slide, obviously, that might come back and cover everything up again. Holy shit.
I don't think they're done. I think there's more dudes inside the fucking side of the hill.
Holy shit.
Yeah, more dudes coming out of the side of the hill. It's been
Their reactions are really strange.
Like, yes, you didn't die. Okay, another dude. How many dudes? Is this Evan?
Holy shit.
That's fucking crazy, dude. So that's the conditions of the mines, the cobalt mines in the Congo.
That's about as I expected, to be honest with you.
I mean, those dudes are just like, they're like, oh, he's alive. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like, surprise, surprise.
Right. It's almost like they like were doing it as a trick, the way that they were reacting.
Dude, that is a dangerous ass job. You're just like.
It
Pat,
sounded like
you
someone
got-
was going like
found it,
around
yeah.
the world and like shooting baskets and kept hitting baskets. Like it was, they were like on like the 30th in a row. It was like,
Yeah, that was just rescuing their friends from out of a rock slide. Like it's happening all the time. It's like a game of pickup for them. Yeah. So Pat, you found the slaves going to the thing.
Yeah, this is amazing. So it's from a YouTuber, Jai Dion. It's J.I. Dion. And yeah, it's him and his buddy at a Civil War reenactment. A couple of black guys dressed up as slaves. Pretty great. Here we go.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, master.
Oh damn!
We want to watch the show.
Well, if you want to watch the show, take the chain.
I'm not gonna let you snatch my chain. Like I just can't let that slide.
Yeah, I'll start picking.
No. I want you to
Wade in the water. Wade in the water.
They brought up a bunch of cotton balls.
Wait, why did that police officer pull up in a car? Cars weren't invented yet.
What's going on, guys?
Hey man, we're just here to enjoy the show, and they just don't like our outfits. I think they're just mad because we're more historically accurate than all of them.
You all can do whatever you want to on the roadway. If they ask you to leave, it's private property, man.
Am I historically accurate? They're saying that we're not historically accurate.
Man, I'm not a historian. I can't judge that one way or the other.
I just don't want to get a whooping. I just can't take another one.
It's big too. That's hilarious.
We're in character right now, you know. I'm putting on a like Oscar-winning performance.
Just like anybody else.
Exactly.
And they are unauthorized filming.
But they're trying to change history. I can't tolerate that. I like Django Unchained. I don't want to see Django recaptured. I'm not letting the sequel happen.
They were trying to get people to fight with them and stuff. I don't know.
What?
Is this private?
Why would we get people to fight with us? We're slaves. I'm sorry, madam. I'm sorry. Cause a disruption. You ain't gonna get no more trouble from me. Excuse me, officer. Do you know when the train comes by? Because we're trying to catch the Underground Railroad.
Well, I'm not playing the game. You gotta do what you want to do. Just please do it over there, okay? We've asked. I've been nothing.
No, I appreciate you, man. Is it cool if I throw my cotton away, master?
You might use the trash can.
Thank you, master.
Thank you, Master.
What a troll. What a genius troll that was.
That's pretty good.
Excellent troll. Excellent troll. All right. Jack brought up a great point. That's why we have OSHA about the Congo mines. Yeah, that's exactly right. Wouldn't want to see that in America. Okay, here we go. The video of this one is not funny. This is just crazy. This is the tornado. And like Wes said, it's just an actual video of the tornado. Somebody was driving next to it in Mississippi. And apparently it sucks a car up. So if you guys can spot that, try to spot where. So it
Hear that?
freezes
Oh, my goodness.
it's pretty much black, but then it freezes it.
Very large. Slow down. It's literally right here. It is in the field in front of us. Huge tornado, everybody, right here.
Look at that.
No.
In front of us.
Look how fucking big it is. Massive. And apparently, look for some lights to go up in the sky. This is huge, dude. It's like the size of the entire field. And then apparently it picks a car up.
I mean, it picked everything up.
Right, but I think you might be able to see the car. Sorry that it's a tornado video, so
Yeah.
quality's not
Oh, I see.
Can we get some better photography out there?
Oh shit!
on the
Yeah, there it
tornado?
goes. There's the car. Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that could be a car, but
Oh shit! Do you see that cow go right in front of the screen?
Crazy. Crazy shit, man. So yeah, obviously, very, very devastating tornado that hit
tornado at
Mississippi.
night too. Oof.
Yeah.
Night tornadoes? No, thank you.
Tornadoes.
So that was crazy. Tornadoes are terrifying. Thank you, Vinny, for that one. And finally, guys, here's the lion getting its dick sucked at the zoo. Here you go.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit. Sorry, didn't know there was music on there, but it makes
That's okay.
sense because it's sensual. So I'll restart it on silent. Here you go. It's being filmed from outside the lion enclosure at a zoo. Grabs her by the head, and
Oh,
Oh,
he is the
damn.
king.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's just face fucking her.
just getting that DW.
Oh, the kid, the dad grabs the kid.
Yeah. Here you go. One more time, just in case you missed it. There. Okay. He moves into position, and it's a face fuck. Yep.
Look at his lion ball sack just slapping against her felty lion nose.
No question who rules that cage.
Oh my god, bro. She's really in the lion's den.
All right. So guys, of the finalists, and any others you needed to see before we vote for the winner this week, or we got a strong contender.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to see that armadillo dick. If I'm being honest with you.
Okay, fine. I'll bring up the armadillo dick.
I feel like that wasn't enough. I love a good animal dick video, and that was just really more of an animal ball sack situation.
It's
the
true.
best part about the lion video was the dad shuttling away his child.
I mean, that was too much for his young daughter. This is the armadillo dick. You'll see, it's impressive. See, it's fucking the guy's foot or trying to.
I've seen one of these things. They're
Oh
disgusting.
man,
yeah, really
The sounds he
big.
makes are awesome.
Sorry, it froze.
okay, dude.
It froze at a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, you can really see. You can really see the size of it there, and he's just grunting away, really working that shaft, and that's it.
Dude, you know what that makes me think of? That effectively, that armadillo dick is the exact shape and length of the Mexican pointy boots. Do you guys remember Mexican pointy boots? No? Here, all right, check this out. This is the Mexican pointy boot. You ever seen that before?
Oh, no, I have not.
And armadillos, I mean, they probably have them in Mexico, so maybe it's
I bet they
inspiration.
I bet they have a boot that's armadillo skin with the actual dick extended just from an armadillo's actual dick, like a pointy boot. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very similar. So, who wins Hive's craziest, funniest video of the week, fellas?
I like the Congo one, I guess.
Yeah. The guys, those poor bastards working in the mines.
The way they're yelling.
Yeah,
Oh,
hell yeah,
It is-
he's alive.
hey,
It is
he
probably
lived. Oh.
it is probably the craziest one.
Yeah.
Funny too. All right, that's Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. You win Hive's funniest, craziest video of the week. Moving on to some DM submissions from the listeners. First up from Charles. He sent us this one of the T shaman who stormed the Tennessee Capitol on Thursday for trans rights. It is jarringly similar to the Q shaman who stormed the federal Capitol.
Q Shaman's out today, Will, by the way.
He did. He got released
transferred to
early.
a halfway house. Yeah.
It's kind of weird how Q Shaman got released on the same day T Shaman showed up, but odd timing. And T Shaman, Tennessee, trans rights, stormed the Capitol for that. Speaking of politics, I found a picture of the mooch on Twitter where he looks insanely high. I don't know, like, what's going on with the mooch?
He's high.
He retweeted that too.
I might shoot him a text.
Yeah, he might have something wrong with his eye. He
Yeah.
might have
Surprised.
like pink eye or something.
Or
Okay,
do you think the guy he's with? Hold on, take a look at the guy he's with, though.
Faisal
Look at
something.
Look at his eyes. Look at the guy's eyes that he's
I
with.
think they just, dude. I think they just smoked out and then took a pic.
They
together.
did. They both got high as balls.
Right.
Yeah.
They could have smoked out, or the mooch, who's a very accommodating and sweet guy, could be trying to make his eyes look fucked up like the guy he's posing with to like make him feel better.
We got to hear. We got to ask
I know
him what's up.
my eyes too.
Okay. Stonks up sent in the Jonathan Majors text. Whoa. And these are from his girlfriend or I guess fiance wife. I don't know exactly the relationship. She says, please let me know when you're okay. When you get this, please let me know you're okay when you get this. They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight. I'm so angry that they did. And I'm sorry that you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I only just got out of the hospital. Just call me when you're out. I love you. And then she goes on to say, like, look, I tried to tell them this was my fault for the fight. He released those thinking that absolved him.
No,
didn't really, right? Because I mean, it showed that he beat her into the hospital for grabbing his phone. So
I mean, if you've ever like been around any sort of domestic violence or paid attention to it, that's just like 101, dude. It's like he shouldn't release that shit.
yeah, it was a bad idea for him to release those texts. So
Who
I
released
think
that?
Jonathan Majors did. He released those himself to prove his innocence.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't.
But she was
know-
essentially saying, like, look, here's the deal. The police officers, there's a pretty strict protocol, right? It's like if there's marks on one of the people in a domestic dispute, then that's jail.
It's out of your hands. You can't be like, don't take them.
Right.
I mean, what happened with fucking Gabby Petito? What happened, like there you go. Like those cops tried to cut a break.
So he released those. I don't think they had the effect that he thought they were going to. All right, from we got some Subaru Outback info from John. At John Acuff tweets, I told my kids once I liked Subaru Outbacks. They said they were for old ladies who want an SUV but need a low entry cost, which is true. Cheapest way to get four-wheel drive. I said cool dudes drive them. For a solid year, they counted cool dudes versus old ladies in Outbacks. Final score, 342 old ladies, 30 cool dudes. So.
The tough part about that is a lot of the people that drive are also like, look, I'll just say it, lesbians who can be perceived at a distance as cool dudes.
True,
so
they do have cool haircuts a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Bit of a serious one from Ivan in Texas. Yeah, he sent it, and Evan, they both sent in this one about executive director of the San Jose Police Officers Association charged with importing fentanyl. She had been dealing fentanyl for 10 years, and she was the head of the police union in San Jose for 20. So
I saw that headline. I couldn't believe that.
Fucking insane, right? That's terrible. Terrible stuff. All right. Shout outs. Mama C says that the Taft Fat Boy summer shirt looks great, and it does. She sent a pic. Looks fantastic. Get that now while you can. Thanks to Chase for upgrading to send in the car for his Half Pack with Wes episodes. You need those, and they are sending the car only now on that tier. Happy birthday. It's a hard factor. Haley, her birthday is on Monday, so hopefully she parties hard and also safe this weekend. But enough of the positivity. Let's get to the comments section for this week where the people try to make fun of us, but I don't think it's that great. I mean, they have some take quakes for us in the Instagram DM requests recently. But the good news is it looks like all the idiots are calling us idiots. So ipso facto, double negative, we're actually incredibly smart and talented. So I think that's how this goes. Let's take a look. First up from Emiliano, he says, y'all need to stop labeling raises, R-A-Z-E-S. I think he's saying races in y'all's podcast. Y'all should also do your research before y'all start making fun of bullshit. Y'all fat ass fucking sit behind a mic and a camera making fun of people. Ha 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 ha. Uncultured, stupid, white fat asses. Double laughing.
That was on me.
I don't think you like the toilet paper segment.
No, and look, the toilet paper segment. It's been haunting me all week.
Apparently.
But
hey, Louis says it's true.
Here it is. Here's the deal. It's not all, folks. But look, I can tell. I put the comment. What's the guy's name again there?
Emiliano.
It doesn't matter. I can tell from the way Emiliano wrote that he, in fact, is the uncultured piece of shit who has less of an education than I do.
I agree. That's why I put
eat
it
a
up,
dick,
Pat.
Emiliano.
Yeah, we can all stand behind
respectfully.
That
Pretty
statement.
funny.
Yeah, of course, respectfully.
I mean, I'd get offended if you pinned me as, throwing my shit paper in a trash can, and I didn't do that too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But he has done it before. Yes.
Great comment, Emiliano. Comment back and let us know if you do throw your toilet paper in the trash, though. Because
how did he misspell racism?
It feels material to this argument. Okay. Next three are all us getting called idiots. Here we go.
Cool.
From Bo Archer, he says, "Goodbye, idiotic post."
Which post was it? Do we know?
See ya.
He didn't reference it at all, so we don't know. So
do you think he was talking to the post or he was talking to us?
No idea. I didn't respond to that one. Ginger Snaps 87 says, "You're YOUR a fear no getting idiot." Mongering. Next message.
It's tough when you call someone an idiot and beef the insult.
Not only that, he also used the wrong your. He's going for YOU apostrophe RE. He used the possessive YOUR, and then didn't correct that when he.
I want to know why he said that. One of the things in all seriousness,
I think it was the asteroid post, maybe.
In all seriousness, one of the things that I take pride in that we do in this show is not fearmonger. Like that's like I feel like we try actively.
If we do
it's for a joke.
joke.
Yeah, if it's a joke, yeah.
Yeah.
If
you
we
can't
do, it's
get
a
the
joke.
that's on you.
Exactly. Just like this next one. And thank you, producer Eric, for preparing some material for this. Just Eli. He sends us a picture of a no jumper story. And it's like someone's claiming the cartel wrote a handwritten apology note, right? And then he adds to it, "You straight up copied this post and didn't even use a real picture of the goddamn note. You're not a journalist. you're an idiot. and
Fair enough.
Yeah, well, that can be true.
The fucking picture we posted was Pat.
I created it literally with one hand while I was picking my son up from daycare. We shot the group text. Was like, "What do you guys think about this?" Got some notes, created it, and posted it.
Here it is. It's literally in like a fucking font.
Yeah, Mark texted that back. Sometimes we get stressed out and have bad days too. Since you're the cartel, we're gonna do better. We're gonna try and do better for real, dear North America.
So he thought that we were reporting that as the real note from the cartel. I wrote back to tell him it was an obvious joke. He did not reply yet. Yeah, you idiot. So.
If you want to have some fun, type typewriter simulator in Google, and you can play around with a really.
So just Eli, hopefully you finally got the joke now. All right, finally polls, guys. We're gonna close it out. Would you eat mammoth testicles? No, 73%. Okay.
Ooh,
no, for the mammoth testicles one. People, what's the best food to stuff into a pizza crust? Lots of people just say more pizza. Also barbecue pulled pork and boneless tenders. Buffalo chicken tenders, jalapeno poppers, not cat food. Is basically.
Oh, jalapeno poppers is interesting. I love any kind of appetizer that you can stuff in a pizza crust. That's a great idea.
Spinach and
like a
artichoke
mozzarella stick.
Yeah. Somebody says mozzarella sticks and
that's a great one.
And pesto.
Mozzarella sticks is a great idea.
Ew, pesto.
That's just regular stuff crust. Pesto with pesto. Okay. Next poll. Is it possible to double fist someone? Yes. Taking it with 85% total.
It's not.
Yes, with tiny fists. Yes.
Yep.
Period.
With tiny fists.
Yeah, both of those add up to 85%.
Are they talking about like someone who's got like a disability and their hands never fully grown, so they have like
Women
tiny
can fit
fists, and that's their kink?
Bowling balls up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna fist your ass. Double fist.
Yeah,
one in the pink, two in the stink. One in your keister, one in your yeaster.
Show you what it's capable of down there. And it's a lot. It can stretch. Okay, final question here, and it's a callback to something we talked about earlier. What characters should we portray in our upcoming stock photo shoots? And a lot of wrestling suggestions. So everybody's saying I should be Hogan, and then we need Macho Man. Mark's got the outfit. Sting and Vince McMahon. Whoa, you guys would be Sting and Vince McMahon. I like that. More Hulk Hogan stuff. Winnie the Pooh. We could be the Winnie the Pooh characters. We could be the cast of King of the Hill, and we could be truck drivers or Santa Clauses.
Okay, Santa Claus is maybe. Yeah, I mean, we got to have something that's going to get bought. Like, plumber is definitely one.
That's true. Us pretending to be professional wrestlers probably wouldn't get bought.
It's not gonna play. No, it's got to be shit that no one else wants to do or would think of, and it's got to be real. Like I was saying, angry.
I like semi truck driver. If we get Lombard Trucking, can we use your truck for the photo shoot? Let us know.
Yeah, I bet we could.
Because then we could be truckers.
I bet we could.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No. That's it.
That is the pod. Sorry, we ran a little long. If you want to support the show, become a patron. Patreon.com/hardfactor or YouTube subscriber, Spotify subscriber, all helps the show. Get bonus podcasts every week, and you can join our Discord official group chat of the show. Go to store.hardfactor.com to get those designs before Wes takes them out of there. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Leave a voicemail at 512-270-1480 if you want to hear it on the show. Join our YouTube lives at youtube.com/hardfactornews. That's 8 p.m. Eastern, Sunday through Thursday, the night before the podcast drops for the morning. Follow at Hard Factor News on social media everywhere, and it's time for the wheel to see who has the cup of coffee in the big shit.
No, we got to do. Okay, so
High five.
I'm off next Thursday. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah,
so put Mark first. For you. Put Mark for you.
Okay, so Mark will be me in this spin.
Okay.
You want to do that?
If we remember that, yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna
open
up.
Yeah, we'll remember it.
I'm opening it up the whole thing. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I understand.
All right.
All right.
I understand.
All right. We got to get it right. Wait, but you're not on Thursday. Okay. Here we go.
Hive. This is for Hive 5, and then I'll put myself back on for Sunday.
Okay. All right.
Back to Will.
Send me your high five stuff.
It sounded like an armadillo fucking kind of.
Hey, yo.
And
then we'll take Mark off.
Hold it right there.
This. Okay, here we go.
Oh, man, double dip the Will. Whoa.
Will have your coffee.
All right.
You could pick a lock with an armadillo dick, thinking about it now.
You really could. It's got a pretty spiny tip. Yeah. And breaking news. Producer Eric let us know there's no toilet paper in most of Asia. All bidet. Pretty nice. No itches over there. Also, Trump indictment. Donald Trump is facing 34 counts related to falsifying business records. CNN reports. So 34 counts.
More is going to come out.
I think that's one for each payment, isn't it?
34 counts. We'll see. We'll see if they stick. They call him the Teflon Don. He slides off of stuff at other times. We'll see if he can slide off of this one. But
try and catch him.
We got to hang it up. Thank you for listening and supporting the pod as always. But most importantly, get out there and have a great fucking day and weekend.